Even if you're not selling today, if you're planning to sell in the next 3, 6, or 12 months, here's a timeline, what you can do to prepare your home for a good sale. Hi, I'm Anja. I'm the owner broker of a boutique real estate agency here in Richmond, Texas. Why is it important to plan ahead if you want to sell your home, even next year? You don't want to rush into things. You want to take time. You want to make repairs how they should be. You want to see that the maintenance is all done. Sellers who plan ahead make more money. So what are your future plans? If you want to sell, I always ask, where do you want to go? Because I really don't want to sell your house and you're going to be homeless because you didn't think about where you're going to go. You just thought about selling. So first thing is, where do you want to go? Make a list, make a plan, look at areas where you would like to go. Maybe it's a job relocation, then obviously you know where you're going. Clarify your goals so it makes the move much smoother. Once you have your goals where you're going, and you know you're selling, make a to-do list. Have the roof looked at, have the HVAC service, have all the big ticket items looked at so you know everything is in tip-top shape. Because the last thing is you want to do that the inspection is coming around and all those items are going to pop up and you had no idea or you didn't even think about having them repaired or looked at. Next one is start to declutter. You can't do that in a day or in a week. It takes time. Go through all your stuff and see what you want to take, what you're gonna donate, what you're gonna sell. So you have time to get the home ready and the inside looks really nice and pretty. And there are not too many furniture, just a little. But that is about 6 months out, so you have really time to take care of those things. So we are now 3 to 6 months out, so you want to make sure that the walls look nice. They're all neutral. You don't have any pink, blue walls. So now you're 3 to 6 months out. You want to talk to a realtor and have a pre-walkthrough done. Checking with your realtor, giving some ideas what they think you should do, what are good improvements, what are not so good improvements, and where you are in your timeline. Because you want to see if you have a timeline, if you have a specific date you need to move, you want to go backwards to see where everything has to fall in place. And that is the time you talk to your realtor. I have sometimes clients who call me and said, next year, in 1.5 years, I want to sell. Can you come over now to give us an idea what we should tackle during that time? And I go over and tell them the kitchen or the bathroom, you don't have to remodel, but maybe you want to paint here, you paint there. Take off those flowery curtains when it's time to sell, to make it more an updated look. So your realtor can really help you out to guide you what you should do in the next couple of months. During this time, you would also start looking at all your paperwork. When you bought the house, do you still have the survey? Did you do any repairs? Do you still have the receipts? Do you have the manual? So you can give at closing the buyer all this big package with all the information. It's really helpful for a buyer to have all this at closing. So we are now 3 months out. That means your realtor will gonna come back and say, okay, these items have been done. This really think you should do that. You start looking at the outside. You want to see that the landscaping is nice, that the curb appeal when buyers walk up to the door. The door is nice. It doesn't look weathered. So maybe a fresh coat of paint or some oil on the front door. If it's like 3 months out, and you also want to put on some seasonal flowers in the front, the realtor will tell you now exactly, okay, we are 3 months out. That means in 10 weeks, we are ready for pictures and videos. So you want to have everything lined up to that day so the house looks impeccable. So whether you are already moved out when the house is going to be on the market or you're going to still live in there, you want to create a lifestyle the buyer can imagine himself in your house. For more tips, right here. Bye.